guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. Some of you may on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you into the Let's Play episode of Tennis Ace, Kei-kun's Paths. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Please sit back and enjoy for the next 18 minutes of entertain you, and let's jump right in. Alarm chant, Alarm chant, you are up, and let's go. Okay, here we go. Okay. It's not a very nice thing to do, though. He's just trying to do his job. Sure, I get that. If I really wanted to antagonize him, I wouldn't make sure to always repay him for the pay cuts he gets because of me. It's just having to be constantly watched whenever I go out. I feel like a mouse trapped in a cage. Is it so wrong for me to want to go out and enjoy myself like a normal person? I know this is probably just first world problems to you, but I really hate having to be constantly kept under watch. People treat me differently because of who I am. I'm constantly told about how awesome my life is, and I feel nothing for it. I miss the days when I was a poor boy living with his single mother. At least back then I had the freedom to be who I wanted to be and do what I wanted to do. Now I just have my life picked out for me and people to watch me and keep me in line. His shoulders sag ever so slightly, and I can notice them quiver as he covers his eyes with his hand. It's all just so exhausting. I just want to be treated like a normal person. Sorry, how about we change the subject? This is obviously a delicate issue for you. Despite his best attempt to smile, it ends up looking too forced. It's easy to notice he's only doing it for my benefit. I guess it really is. Sorry, Yuichi-san. I'm not used to talking about this with anyone, so it's easy to lose control of myself when I do. But don't get me wrong. It annoys me to no end when I'm forced to take Alex with me everywhere I go, but I bear him no ill will. Alex is my friend, and has been for many years. He looks away, sighing, his ears flopping down his face. I know this is a telltale sign of how upset he is right now, but I can't stop thinking about how funny he looks. I'm a terrible friend. You two certainly seem close. Does Alex live at the mansion too? Our servants are allowed to live outside if they wish so. Alex has an apartment in the city, and he alternates between the two. I guess he only uses the apartment when he wants some privacy. He spends most of the time at the workplace in the end. And by the way, it's called Family Estate, not Mansion. Ugh, I couldn't care less what it's called. Still, I think it'd be rude to just say that out loud, so I'm really not. If you say so. Anyway, I'm feeling a bit hungry now. How about we go eat? Hopefully something to brighten his mood. I suppose we could. It's about time for lunch either way. Or we could do something else. If you don't really want to, then we don't have. Geez, settle down. Why are you being so considerate of me all of a sudden? It's creepy. Knock it off. Hey, I'm always considerate of everyone. Really? Was it out of the consideration that you stole my Castella cake? My Castella cake at the lunch last week? Oh, come on, it was just a piece of cake. You can buy it anywhere on the street. If you're still upset about it, I'll buy you a new one. You're really clueless. You can't buy that cake anywhere on the street. It came from a special bakery in Nagasaki. My father had it special delivered to our house. Oh! And by the way, that cake cost 55,000 yen. So good luck paying for it. What? Cakes can be that expensive? Honestly, you were lucky that it was a simple Castella cake. It's the cheapest one they have at that bakery. Cheapest one? As if my dismay was somehow incredibly entertaining, Keisuke gives me a few pats on the back. Relax. You didn't know, so I won't ask you to pay it back. That slice of cake would probably cost you a week of your allowance. Plus, buying a whole new cake would be no sweat off my back. Yeah, if you say so. How can a cake even cost that much? Note to self. Never take something from Keisuke's lunchbox without double-checking how much it costs. Or maybe just not take something, period. But we skip lunch and go right to dessert. I never pictured you for the type that would prefer to eat sweets. Most of the time I don't, but come on. Wouldn't it be fun to just go to a cake shop and eat as much cake as we can? Sure. Fun. It almost sounds like a date. You really think so? Wow, you were easier to convince than I thought. Of course, every 15-year-old girl deserves to skip lunch to eat cakes every once in a while. Not funny. Really, because from where I'm standing, it's hysterical. Before I have time to react, he flicks my nose as hard as he can. Ow, what was that for? Something I picked up from Alex. Canines have very sensitive noses. A simple flick can hurt just as much as a strong pinch. I have to say, I'm not so sure this guy isn't a bad influence on you. Is that so? Maybe I just happen to like it bad then. Oh, really? The prim and proper Keisuke likes it bad? All sorts of secrets are coming out today. Keisuke laughs, finally seeming to have relaxed. It was very roundabout, but I seem to have managed to raise his spirits. You're impossible to deal with. Always with the bad jokes. Well, since you like it bad, then that means you must love my jokes. Keep dreaming. With a spin of his heels, he does a full 180 and walks away, leaving me to eat dust. Oh, hold up! Hold up! Kei-kun takes me to a fancy-looking cake shop close to the heart of the city. In fact, it's way too fancy-looking. Without a care in the world, Kei-kun sits down at a vacant corner table and picks up a menu. I follow suit. Wow, this place is so fancy. Everything in here looks so expensive. My eyes immediately dart to the prices on the menu. Everything in here is super expensive! Yes, I'm aware. There's no need to announce that for all the store to hear. Ah! I turn around to see that everyone, customers and employees alike, are staring at me. Sorry! Kei-kun snickers, hiding his face with his menu. Little bastard is having a laugh at my expense, isn't he? Hey, Kei-kun, I thought we agreed we wouldn't go to a super expensive place. I remembered no such agreement. But I can't pay for the stuff here. Such a shame. I guess this means you'll have to let me treat you. This was your plan all along, wasn't it? Pressure me into letting you pay. Ingenious, I know. Or I can just walk away and go eat someplace else. Keisuke shrugs, nonchalant. You could, but then you'd have to face the embarrassment of looking the employees in the face after you walked in, sat down and screamed loudly about the prices only to leave without buying anything. You suck! Proudly. Keisuke places his menu down, lifting up a hand to call a waitress. Hi, good morning. Well, I'll have a strawberry shortcake. The woman scribbles it down on her notepad and turns to look at me. I haven't even decided yet. Ibuchi-san, let's not keep the lady waiting, okay? Wouldn't want to get in the way of her doing her job. He even has a countermeasure for my pickiness. Fine, get me a lime cheesecake. Ooh, fucking good choice, man. Man of culture, I see. Keisuke whistles in admiration. That is one of the most expensive things on the menu. What? No, I mean, get me a, Keisuke looks up at the woman with a devious smile. Just get him the cheesecake, please. Thank you. The waitress nods and struts along to get us our order. You did that on purpose, didn't you? Yes. Seeing you freaking out over money is admittedly very funny. And a little bit cute. You're terrible! Am I? Isn't that the same way you treat Kobayashi? What? Of course not! Ah, is that the sound of dawning realization that I hear? I place my elbows on the table, holding up my head with my hands as I reconsider all my life choices. Oh god, I'm a piece of shit! Keisuke gives me a few taps on the back, still smiling. Don't worry about it. Unlike you, Kobayashi only refuses it out of courtesy. He actually likes it when you treat him. What do you mean, unlike me? Well, he is afraid to burden his friends, but he is happy that they think of him and want to treat him. You, on the other hand, are an anal fool who refuses other people's kindness because of pride. I have to tell you, it can get quite annoying. What? Hey, that's a mean thing to say, albeit true. Don't worry about it so much. I'm telling you, I enjoy treating you. It's fun. Although, I guess I can see how it would confuse you. Back when I told you about my family, I also told you that I hated people trying to approach me to take advantage of my money. The thing is, I know you don't care about that. I know you're actually my friend because of me, so I want to treat you. Is it so wrong? It's confusing for one. Wouldn't that qualify as taking advantage? With all the hoops you make me jump to let me buy you a piece of cake, I'm going to go out on a limb and say no, it doesn't. The waitress comes back with 2 plates of cake, placing them in front of us and walking back to her post without delay. Ah, it's been so long since the last time I've had this cake. Oh my, what a look on his face. Kei-kun digs his spoon into the soft cake and immediately puts a bite on his hand, squealing in delight. Wow, not only is your taste in cakes girly, but the way you eat them is too. Shut up, or I'm going to order you a party platter. I'll shut up. He doesn't even look my way as he continues to savor his cake. I'll admit, it looks really good, though. Aren't you going to try your cake? Oh, right. I completely forgot about it. Oh my. The lime cheesecake actually looks very tempting. Although I was expecting a Japanese cheesecake when I first ordered, I find myself face to face with a pie? Noticing the strange look on my face, Kei-kun chimes in. Don't like it? No, not that. It looks very good, whatever it is. Oh, that's beautiful. He then laughs, pointing his fork at my cheesecake. That is a cheesecake. A Western one. I think this one is based on American cheesecakes. This is a cheesecake? But there's no cake. It's a custard. They call it a cheesecake. And also, I don't think that's custard. But then again, I'm not sure. Either way, this store specializes in Western desserts, so if you want a Japanese cheesecake, you should have specified. You didn't give me time to look at the menu. I know, crazy how that worked out, right? Now, eat your cheesecake. You mean cheese pie? He shrugs again, stuffing his mouth with more shortcake. Whatever you want to call it, just eat the damn thing. I tentatively cut off a piece with my fork and put it in my mouth. So... Oh, good, yes. This is awesome! Oh, is that so? I'm glad you liked it. Hell yeah, it's tangy, it's sweet, the dough is very crisp and crunchy, and filling is soft. This is probably one of the best things I've tasted in my life. I'm glad that I could get you to try it out then. I really am. Although, it worries me how expensive this... Don't start. Sorry. Alright, let me, let's do... Okay. It's okay. Just okay. Yeah, sorry, I know you wanted me to like it, and I do. It's just not the best thing I've ever had, you know? It's something I'd eat, but not something that would keep me coming back. Well, I guess that's fair. You can't possibly like everything. Yeah, sorry. Don't worry about it. Keisuke waves me off, stuffing his mouth with a little more cake. Want to try some of my strawberry shortcake, then? Maybe. I reach for it with my fork, but before I can reach it, Kei-kun stabs the last piece with his fork and dangles it in front of my face. Say ah. What? Are you kidding me? Nope. Come on. There's no way I'm doing that. Is that so? I guess I'll have the last piece then. Well, wait! He stops just short of putting it into his mouth, smiling deviously at me. Ugh, this hair is way too sneaky. Say ah. Do I really have to? Only if you want the cake. Ah! Open my mouth and Kei-kun immediately deposits the last slice of cake on it. There you go. Wasn't so hard, was it? This cake is amazing! Whoa, this thing is delicious! Who has girly taste now? Well, don't worry, I won't tell anyone you like girly cakes. Thank you. He played me like a violin. Okay, I think I'm gonna stick with the okay one, because that gets Keisuke to give me some of his cake. Too bad. Blah! I spit the cheesecake out on a tissue. Whoa! Keisuke is immediately taken aback by that, backing away in his chair a little bit. Sorry, this thing is just nasty. Oh god, you really hated it that much? The texture is weird. The lime flavor is too strong, and believe it or not, I can still taste the cream cheese. Sorry. I should have given you more time to pick something. I was having so much fun putting you on the spot that I... It's cool, settle down. Here, you can have the rest of my cake, but that wouldn't be enough, right? I'll take your cheesecake, and you can order something else for yourself. Make a gesture for him to calm down. Seriously, Kei-kun, don't worry about it. I'm fine. But I don't really want anything else. My appetite's kind of gone down. Oh. Keisuke suddenly looks incredibly guilty, pushing away the plate with his cake on it. Oh, come on, don't let me ruin this for you. I know you liked your cake. Yeah, but, I was having so much fun teasing you over this whole thing and putting you on the spot that I completely ignored what you wanted. In the end, you hated what you ordered because I didn't really give you time to choose. I'm sorry. Hey, how is this your fault? I was the one who chose it in the end, remember? But I rushed your decision. Well, if you hadn't, then I probably would still be choosing. Let's just go. We get up and head to the counter. Kei-kun hands the cashier a card and asks her to swipe it. In less than 5 seconds, the transaction is complete. Have a nice day. Oh, that didn't turn out very well, so we're gonna go back, and we're gonna do the... Okay. Yep, I'm gonna get a little romantic. Oh yeah, baby boy. Give me that pie. Okay. Alright, where was I? Okay, thank you. He played me like a violin. We get up and head to the counter. Kei-kun has the cashier a card and asks her to swipe it. In less than 5 seconds, the transaction is complete. Have a nice day. It's now just a bit past 12 when we leave the store. Even if the slices seem small, they ended up being surprisingly filling. Where to now? I was thinking of heading home, actually. What? You're kidding! I mean, I haven't really planned anything else. I thought we'd just hang out until lunchtime and then leave. And you call that a hangout? We've been together for less than 2 hours. It's actually been a little over 2 hours. I don't care. Come on, we're gonna go do something else. I grab Kei-kun's arm and start to drag him away. What? Like what? Oh. You don't have anything in mind either, do you? Not really, no. He flicks me on the nose again, making me yelp. Hey! If you insist we do something, then at least stop to actually think of something, you airhead. I swear Kobayashi is starting to rub off on you. June's not an airhead. Kei-kun crosses his eyes, staring at me with a look that says, oh, really? Fine, he's kind of an airhead. Kind of an airhead? I talked to him for 5 minutes yesterday, only for him to suddenly snap back to reality. Look at me and say, oh, hey, Arishihara-san. It's nice to see you. I didn't even notice I was there. He didn't even notice I was there talking at him. Yeah, he's kind of zoned off most of the time. He said as the understatement of the year. Let's see, where could we go? Movies, park. Where do I go? I know. We'll go to the movies! Oh, that sounds like a neat idea. What movies are they showing today? You don't know, do you? Well... One second, guys. Let me adjust my foot. My leg. Okay. He looks almost annoyed. What? Does it bother you that much that I suggest the movies? It bothers me that you'd ask to do something without any kind of planning or forethought. Well, come on, Kei-kun. You don't have to meticulously plan out every single second of your life. But how will we know if there's any movie that we would like on display? And how will we know if the movies are good? Well, I suppose we could look on our phones, but is that even necessary? Part of the fun is going in to see a movie you've never heard about and have no idea what to expect. That's possibly the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Oh, ouch, you got me now. How will I ever live knowing that His Royal Highness finds my thinking stupid? Now you're just making fun of me. You make it easy. Come on, just let loose once in a while. Enjoy your day. I'd enjoy my day a lot more if I knew what I was supposed to do with it. Seriously, when you're at home, do you just wake up and plan out everything you'll do in your day? Yes. Wow, this isn't your ordinary organized person. This is organization to the point of obsession. All right, we're going to the movies right now. We'll pick a random movie. We'll sit down to watch it, and you'll enjoy it. But no buts. But I cross my arms and do my best impression of the evil eye I got from Alexander earlier today. Oh please, you're trying to imitate Alex now. I'm that guy's boss. You really think that'll get you anywhere? Fair point, but hey, at least my imitation was so good that you managed to figure out who I was trying to imitate, right? I wouldn't really call it good. You just it's really funny, and I took a guess that you were imitating someone. I'm honestly really lucky that I got it right because you just looked like you were constipated. What? You're kidding me! Yes, I am. He smirks, booping me on the nose. Got you, doggy boy. Doggy boy? Suddenly, as if he just realized what he said, Kei-kun stands upright and looks absolutely panicked. I mean Yuichi-san. It's fine, I'll let it pass this time. Jeez, I thought for sure you were going to rip out my heart for that. Why would you think that? I'm a mellow guy. I once watched you chastise one of your juniors because he referred to you as Captain Dog. That's different. He was clearly making fun of me in that case. He was lucky he got by with just a talking to. You served a ball right into his face. Alright guys, I'm gonna pause it right here. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. If a super thanks or a tip if you can, it always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!